Lord help me, my foot's asleep. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hey guys, welcome back. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with an eye cream, and I have started to do this before I do any kind of foundation or concealer, because I find that it really does help with the puffiness of my eyes. And since I'm going for like a fresh face kind of look, it is very important for me not to have bags under my eyes. So to keep the makeup on longer, I'm going in with the Too Faced primer here. This is the Hangover one. My skin is combination, but it has been really dry right now, so that's why I'm using this one, and I really wanted it to keep my makeup on all day, especially if you're going to be in school. So pores, I do have big pores because I do get oily around my nose area, so I am going with a pore minimizer. A pore minimizer is like a holy grail for me because it really does give the appearance of smoother skin and a young, fresh, healthy looking vibe. So I'm doing that, and then I'm taking the Becca Backlight Primer and putting it on the high points of my face and moisturizing my lips. Of course, you can skip the highlighting primer, but I am going to use it because I do want a fresh face look. So I am mixing in this Bare Minerals like bronzer serum that I got in, I believe, a Play by Sephora, and I'm mixing them in together so that I can go ahead and get my skin tone. My face is paler than my body because I do exfoliate my face quite often, and it really does take away from the color of my skin, especially since I do it right before I film. So I'm just putting it all over my face, and then I'm using a buffer brush to buff it in. And of course, I do want to blend it down my neck and just make sure that I get it all over my face because we do want perfection. So for concealer, I am using this one. It is pink undertone, so it can come off a bit ashy on me, so I only apply a little bit under where my bag starts, and then I'm going to set it right away with this Wet n Wild contour kit. I did depot the contour powder thinking that I wasn't going to use the highlight powder, but as you guys can see, it is super pigmented. It does not go anywhere, and it really did help set my under eye area, so I really do like it. Just try your best to be neat with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and cream bronze my face, and I'm doing this instead of applying a powder bronzer just because I find that it can look a little bit muddy. So using a cream product really does help keep things natural, and that's the kind of look that I'm going for anyways. I want it to be natural looking, even though I am using more products than I usually would on an everyday basis. So any leftover product on the brush, I am putting it on my nose and like any other area. I now don't think that I would do it again on my nose. I just didn't really like the way that it made my nose look, but you learn from your mistakes, right? And if you do like doing that, then you keep doing you. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with this angled flat brush, and I'm going to go ahead and actually contour. So I'm putting it over the bronzer cream, and that's really going to help blend the contour with it. And then I'm just going to go in with the big fluffy brush to make sure to get rid of any harsh lines, and I don't want it to look muddy. I'm going to go back in with that Wet n Wild contour kit, take the lighter powder and kind of sculpt out my jaw. I want to accentuate it because I do have a rounder face, so if I don't accentuate it, it just kind of still makes my like jawline just look shorter and disappear faster. Since I don't like putting shimmery highlight on my forehead, I like to use the powder to go ahead and set my forehead and bring it out a bit more because my forehead is pretty small. It only fits 3 fingers on my forehead. So I'm going to do that, and then any leftover product, you just see me like sculpting out my contour because nobody wants an ugly looking contour, you know what I mean? So after that, you just see me kind of like darkening it up just a little bit and then just blending it out. Depending on how dark or dramatic you want to go for it, but I like applying a little bit of product at a time. So as you can tell, this is like my favorite highlighter right now. I apply it with an eyeshadow brush first, and then I go in and blend it out with a Vasanti blush brush. I also like to apply the highlight on my inner tear ducts and underneath my eyebrow bone because I'm not going in with eyeshadow. So I use the highlight and contour to go ahead and do something with the eyes as well, because honestly, when I was in school, I would only focus on one thing. So right now we're focusing on the skin, so that's why I'm not going to be doing a winged eyeliner in this video. But if you do want to see one, I will have an iCard for you guys for my everyday makeup. So as I said, I'm going to go ahead and blend out everything, and make sure not to get it on your forehead. Have oily skin. If you have drier skin, you can go ahead and do whatever you want. I just don't recommend it for oily skin. Once again, I'm going to just add more to the inner tear duct, because the pencil part of this brush does not pick up product. So after that, I'm going to take the contour brush that looks like a big old eyeshadow brush, as you can see, and I'm just like roughly, messily putting it into the crease, just to give my eyes some dimension and just not look flat compared to my face. I do want a natural kind of look to my skin, even though we are like changing some things up. So that's why I am doing the same thing to the eye, because it makes it look a little bit more natural. So I am setting my brows, and then I'm going to go in with mascara. I do like the Marcel mascara, but I have realized that whatever ingredients it does have, even though it is cruelty free, I love that it is, but it burns my eyes. My eyes are very dry, so they can even tend to water up when they get super like bothersome. I hope you guys know what I mean. So sometimes the mascara will seep into my eye, and it just burns so bad and ruins my makeup. So as you guys can see here, the right eyes, my eyelashes curl on the outer corner, so I just had to wipe off any product, and I'm just going back in with the brush again just to put product back there since I wiped it off. I'm going to go ahead and set my face, and I do recommend doing this before you put on eyeliner or mascara. However, I forgot, so I'm going to use my Fix Plus since I have no more of my Coola, and since I do have my mascara on, I'm making sure to look down as it dries rather than look around, because it will smudge the mascara. And all I did there was just go back with my Vasanti blush brush just to bring out the highlight more. If you want it to look more dramatic, I recommend doing it after you set your face. So now I'm using the Shape and Sculpt. What is this called? This is from e.l.f., the lip pencil. And I'm highlighting the outer parts of my mouth and the upper lip just to make them look a little bit more fuller. And then I'm going to go in and line my lips and fill it in with the other part. I believe this is the only color or shade that they have. I honestly haven't even seen it. If you do find it, I recommend picking it up. So if you like matte lipstick, this is honestly all I would do, especially if I were in school. I would leave it like this and just continue on throughout my day. But for all of you who want a little bit extra, I recommend putting in a shimmery gold gloss in the center of your lips when using a like pale nudish pink, because it just looks so freaking beautiful. And then I'm just dabbing it in with a clean finger each time, so that I'm not really moving the product around, and just concentrating it in the center of my lip. I'm going to go in with a little bit more gloss because I want to feel extra on that first day of school, right? Who doesn't? You know that you want to look really good on the first day of school too. And I'm just going to put in the center of my lips, and that is it, guys. As you can see, it looks really natural. It doesn't look too dramatic. I've seen some really muddy looking skin out there, and I like that it doesn't look muddy. I like that I can move my face around and it looks like natural, and I honestly believe that it is that cream bronzer that brought color back to my skin. And now you can go ahead and call your girl and be like, girl, I'll meet you there. You better be at the fucking food court, because if you not, I'm gonna look like a dumbass idiot. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I love you all. Bye.